Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Killer Content Showcase series. I'm Elise Schoening, the assistant editor with Demand Gen Report, and today I'm joined by Jeff Coveney, the executive vice president of Digital Pie, a Marketo consulting agency. Thank you for joining us today, Jeff.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it's really great to have you here, especially because you won for ABM, which is a really hot topic in B2B. Now, you guys won this year at B2BMX a Killer Content Award for your Secret Sauce campaign. Can you tell us a little about that and the inspiration behind the campaign?
Yeah, it was, and that was just such a fantastic event with so many great marketers. But in relation to this specific campaign, what we're looking to do is try to highlight. We fortunately were named to the Inc. 5000 list last year, so great accomplishment. And we wanted to try to get a pulse on what others were having, what was their secret to success that made them make that list, and what was the secret to their growth. And we decided to start what we call the Secret Sauce campaign, which is what is the secret sauce to success among all the top organizations in the United States. So we decided that we wanted to start to interview organizations that had that success and see what common threads we could get from those companies.
Yeah, and it's a pretty cool idea because you don't often see, food and direct mail is a killer combo, in my opinion, for sure.
Sure.
Now, can you tell us why you took a triple touch approach to this campaign and how effective it was?
Sure. So, when we came up with the concept of how to share best practice among, top growing organizations, we looked at it and realized it's just not one touch that can work. We wanted to reach the companies that we're trying to highlight, but also share those stories across different platforms. And the triple touch process, what we like to refer to that as, hitting your audience multiple times in multiple ways. And that's what we did with this particular campaign. So once we had the content from the stories from our top companies, we then started to share those stories across different platforms, whether or not be our blog, our emails, our newsletters, and also some direct mail was part of this equation also.
Yeah, multi-channel is definitely the way to go nowadays. And we're seeing that there's really a resurgence of direct mail in B2B. And as this old school tactic is really getting revamped and refreshed, what are some of the new approaches that you're seeing?
It's crazy, right? Like old school mailers from 20 years ago when you're dropping those in the mail. And the thing is, not a lot of companies are doing them. Mail is easy, right? Email is easy. It's electronic. Everyone is sending it out. It's really hard to break through the noise. But when you can send out email in conjunction with other touches, physical mail being one of them, it's another way to differentiate your message. And what we did as part of our campaign to try to make that a little bit different and stick out is with some of the companies we were targeting to be part of the program, we actually sent a secret sauce, which was a hot sauce, which was really, really hot. But people really liked the sauce as they received it. And then they got a follow-up message, hey, we'd be part of our secret sauce campaign.
Yeah, and you've had some pretty impressive results from the campaign. I know that over 4,000 people engaged with it, and more than half of the landing page traffic came from organic social. So why do you think combining ABM and direct mail is really a tactic for success and has proven successful?
It goes back, I believe, to the concept of triple touch, the ability to hit people multiple ways, multiple times. And, just think in your everyday life, you might be driving to work or on a subway and you see signs on the subway promoting some certain product or service, and maybe you see a commercial or maybe you see an email on it. And if you're getting retargeted, that's another way, right? So it's not one of those ways, it's multiple ways to get your message across that start to get that message into the minds of your consumers.
Definitely. As a 2019 KCA winner, what advice do you have to other marketers that are looking to up their content or campaigns this year?
Get smarter in the way that you try to reach your audience in terms of segmentation. So try to make your communications much more conversational, as opposed to let's just send a message out to 500,000 people in our database. Let's be very targeted and hit people with the message at the right time. And for example, when we when we would target our audience, we were doing it at the right time when there was some interest, and we would deliver the message at the right time in quantities of one too. So it's not lots of messages at once. It's when that person's ready to have that conversation.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Any other advice you can share?
Execute. Have that strategy and execute.
All right. And are there any other KCA campaigns that won this year that have really inspired you?
I think a lot of them were fantastic. What I really loved about that whole event was the engagement of everyone attending that particular event and talking about, using humor. There was, I forget the name of the company, they were using humor within their campaigns to, in some of their video campaigns. So I know video is really big. So we love to use video. So I really appreciated some of those video campaigns, especially the speaker that you had there too. He was pretty funny.
Definitely. Thank you. Well, that's all the time we have, or all the questions that we have time for today. Thank you, Jeff, for taking the time to talk to us and share a bit more about your campaign. And thank you to everyone watching for tuning in. To stay up to date on the latest news, research, reports, podcasts, and more, make sure that you are subscribed to Demand Gen Report.